not believe that her nephew ever used the word veracity. But hey, you've got to sound intelligent sometimes, don't you? But we want to be truthful, and we're starting pretty close on time here. And we know that you have lives, and you have responsibilities, and we want to make sure that we don't step into too much of that. Sure appreciate you coming here tonight. It's a challenge at times to get out information on an event like this. We do robocalls. How many of you received a robocall? I know many people hate robocalls, but at least on a robocall you can hang up if you want to. But it does go in, and if you listen to it, you can hear the specifics about the event, and you normally, welcome, good to see you. It does give you a chance to know about an event. We send out the media, but these are basically public service opportunities, and they're filled up with things at times. That doesn't get out to everybody either. But you're here, and that's what counts. And I'm here. We're sad that Congressman Hoekstra can't be here. He called me this morning and said, Tim, he says, I had to make a decision, and you always look, when you're running for governor and you're also in Congress, you have a challenge because you need to be there. Somebody's cell phone up here is ringing. So whoever's cell phone is up here, BlackBerry, is ringing. I'm not going to answer it for you. That might be Congressman Hoekstra, right on cue. He had a vote on the extender budget bill that you wanted him to be there to vote on. I can tell you that. He apologized profusely over it and said he owes me. I always love to have a politician owe me. And Pete is a good friend, was a locker mate of mine in Congress. We both slept in our offices. I remember asking him when I was elected by you, Pete, how does it work to sleep in your office? And he said, I've done it for 14 years. What do you think? I said, I know you're Dutch and you're cheap. You don't like it. I married a Dutch woman, so I can get away with it, especially when she's not here tonight. But I ended up sleeping in my office as well. Worked fine. We had to show up to the gym every morning because that was where the shower was at, and his locker was right next to mine, so I grew to appreciate Pete. He was the most conservative member of the Michigan delegation until I got there, and then I beat him out, and yet, a great guy. Wanted to be here. We have rigged up something, if it works, and they're working on it right now, where he will be on Skype and be able to talk to you at least briefly, and I think even have an opportunity to take some questions from you. Which will be better than nothing for you tonight, I trust. And then I will certainly be here live and up close and personal, and look forward to addressing your concerns also. Okay, if I go on with opening?
Yeah.
We're going to take it. Is he ready right now?
Yep, it's up to you.
Okay, let's go with him, because he may be called for a vote in Congress. Votes aren't any set period of time. You can be called like that. You have to head across from the office to make a couple votes, and then you're off for another how many hours potentially, and call for another vote to go into the wee morning hours. So let me go on with Pete. Pete, can you hear us? Pete, can you hear us?
Yep, go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
Well, while you're working on that, I'm going to keep going. Okay. We wanted to have these town hall meetings. I held 5 town halls back in August when I contended.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Pete, can you hear us?
Pete, we can hear you. As I was saying, 5 town halls in August when I felt that our congressman ought to be holding town halls. I remember the August prior to that when I was your congressman. I was holding town halls every day I was back in the district. And they were unscreened. I'm talking about unscreened town halls where you didn't have your own set group of people all planned to be here. And how many of you were screened tonight? We didn't reach you at the door and say, show us your card. We know that we have members of the Democrat Party here. Rachel is becoming a good friend of ours.